Good afternoon and welcome to another episode of Tidbits. As I'm speaking, I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to title this episode, but it's probably going to be Props, Engines, and an Engine. Anyway, I thought I'd take some time to do another quick Tidbits episode, and actually part of the title should be "and a choice" for you, the viewers and subscribers, to make. And that leads me to the first tidbit thing. Let me move some stuff out of the way here first, and we'll go right to the table now. So the first thing, let me move that a little bit further out of the way. The first thing on the table here is some propellers. Now, you can see here, this says it's a APC 11.6 pusher. What I have here are two Grapner props. The one in red is also a pusher. It's an 11.8. And I've got written on here pusher, and the other was a tractor prop, another Grapner prop. And the reason I have these pusher props is because some of you that have watched my channel for many years might remember that, I don't know how many years ago it was, 4 or 5 years ago, maybe more, I actually made a video series, or two videos on how to set an Enya 4-cycle engine to reverse rotation. It was an Enya 53 I had at the time. So I showed a video setting how, or describing and showing how you set the timing teeth or the camshafts for reverse rotation, and then I also shot a video running it with reverse rotation. And so it was an interesting thing, and the question I'm asking myself now is, I have an Enya 46 4-cycle right now that is disassembled and just installed Boca bearings in it, and I'm looking to reassemble it, but I started thinking, well, maybe this would be another good opportunity to show reverse rotation once again. So my question to you is, all of you, is when I reassemble this engine, because I'm only going to do it one time, do I just set it up as a pusher, or do I set it up as reverse rotation and run it as a reverse rotation engine again? Or do I just set it up normally? And if the answer is yes, please set it up for reverse rotation, that would be interesting, then we'll talk more about these. So when I wasn't sure if I still had that pusher prop from years ago, and I went out and looked and I didn't have one, so I went and bought an 11.6 pusher. Now the reason I bought a pusher, and I have, just so happen to have this Grapner pusher, which is almost the right size to run, is because for me to run a reverse rotation engine and have the airflow blow over the engine as if it were pulling the plane and not pushing away from the plane like a standard pusher, because a standard pusher, you'll just put it on there and you'll have the engine here and it'll blow the prop wash away from the engine. Well, I want mine to blow the prop wash over the engine because it's not actually going on a plane, it's going to be on a test stand, and I need that cooling. So what I was thinking was what I did before, and it was successful, but it took me a while to rethink this again, is you've got this is a tractor prop, and this is a pusher. Now Grapner has, on this side, they've got the ridges that would seem to indicate that's the part that goes on the prop hub. Likewise, this tractor prop on the back side has those ridges. So obviously their intention is you mount the engine like this, or mount the prop. Let's just use an example here. Let's just pretend. So I've got this little Enya engine, and I've got the tractor prop here, or this is the pusher prop. I'm going to mount it with the teeth going against the engine, and then it's going to rotate in its normal configuration, but it's going to be blowing the air this way. So that's all well and good. I understand that. And when you're doing it like that, the leading edge, or the outermost edge of the rotation, is the one that's furthest. It's hard for me to comprehend this sometimes. In a standard rotation engine, the edge of the prop that's the furthest out is the one that's furthest away, and the blade curves in this way. Well, in a pusher, it's the opposite. The leading edge is closest, and the trailing edge is furthest away. So what I'm going to do is create, or set the timing, if you guys choose that, set the timing such that this, pretend like this is a 4-stroke engine. It's not, but pretend like it is. is going to be a reverse rotation, which means it's going to rotate this way. But I also want the airflow going that way. So what I'm going to do is rotate the prop over and put it on backwards. And luckily, that's the thing that's beautiful about the Graupner props, is they're pretty solid all the way around, whereas this APC has got a bit larger hole if I were to put this on backwards, or even this side here, put it on backwards. So I may end up using a slightly larger Graupner prop because there's just more meat on both sides. So I would set it this way, rotate the engine the same way, or no, I'm sorry, reverse rotation. Boy, this is confusing. Reverse rotation and the airflow will go that way. So anyway, that's what I'm asking about. I've got this Enya 46 4-cycle engine ready to be assembled because I'm sick of it laying around in a disassembled state. What do you want? I'm going to give you 48 hours or so. Actually, probably longer because I've got company coming in midweek and I'm not going to be doing any videos at all. So you've got some time to comment to say, yes, let's see another reverse rotation, or no, let's not, we don't care. So anyway, so the next thing I've got here is engines. We all love engines. That's why you come to this channel. The engines I've got here right now are two that were given to me by a good friend, Chuck, who has Texas Travelers RC YouTube channel, and he actually sent me his Enya 80 for me to service. And he just so graciously said he included these engines and some props. Not those props, but other props. So what I've got here is a Fox 25. Now, I have a Fox 25 RC in a box that's new, but it's not this same Fox 25. This one's like chromed out, and it's got the baffle inside here. So this must be a later one that would you could bolt a muffler to if you had the muffler, which I don't. So this is a nice looking engine. It looks like it's got good compression and it should run. This is something that I would probably like to get on the stand at some point, obviously, because I like to do that. But so that's that. And then here's another engine he put in the package. It's a Thunder Tiger GP40. I don't know that I was ever aware that they made a GP40. I only knew of the GP42. But this is another one of those engines that's, wow, it's got really good compression for a, and it's a bush bearing engine. Probably doesn't need anything. Carb rotates fine. Needle valve, everything seems good on it. So that's those two engines. Now, the final segment of this Tidbits engine, I was pretty excited about getting this engine until it arrived. And now I'm kind of pissed. And this is a Facebook Marketplace deal that was shipped to me. But some fellow in New York, I believe, was selling a whole bunch of his father's engines. And this was one of them. It's a McCoy 60 Series 20, I believe, redhead. This I was really excited about getting because I was reading some stuff about this engine and how it was machined such that there's no gaskets required. And as you can see, it's got a removable back cover and a removable front housing. Now this engine is locked up and it doesn't turn over at all. But this was a really, from what I read, was really a smoking engine. It's a control line, doesn't have a throttle, and the thing that really just peeves me about this thing is that it was packaged poorly and the high-speed needle was sheared off. In fact, it was in the process of being broken off in half when I pulled it out of the bag. It was like this, and then I pulled it out of the bag and it goes like that. I'm like, crap. Now this part was way in here. This part was flush. So I was like, really sucky. And then I discovered I could just loosen this thing up here and unscrew it. So this really sucks because I really, really wanted to run this engine, and now this is just a freaking doorstop. Because what are the odds of me actually being able to find another McCoy high-speed needle like this? I don't think the odds are very good at all. I had a Super Tiger needle that looks similar to this, but this thing is so long that here's the fuel inlet. This thing is so long that it's the needle spans all the way across and has to go and engage in that fuel inlet to close off the, slightly close off the flow of fuel to lean it out. So it's like, anyway, I had this Super Tiger needle that looked like this, but the threads are not the same. And I was hoping that by some strange miracle they would be, but they're not. So I got this doorstop, and I sent this fellow a text message and showed him what's going on, and I'm awaiting for him to get back with me and see if he's going to remedy this situation in any way whatsoever. And I'm talking remedy, I'm talking like give me my money back, because this is bullshit. And I was really, really excited about this engine, cleaning it up, disassembling it, which I'm probably still going to do, but I really wanted to run it. But anyway, sometimes you get the bull by the horns, and sometimes bull gets you. And that's kind of what happened to me today. So that's my episode of Tidbits for today. Thank you all for watching. Let me know about the reverse rotation for the Enya 46 4-cycle engine.